Alright guys, so let's go over the half adder in this video. Okay, so I have the inputs of the A and B, so we have two inputs, and for the half adder it's pretty simple. You just have to sum these inputs and write the sum in binary. Okay, so 0 is 0 and 0 plus 0, that's a 0, so 0 is 0 in binary, and 0 plus 1, that's a 1 in binary. So how do we write 1 in binary? Simply like 0 1. Okay, and that's a 1 as well, so 0 1, and this is 1 and 1, so that's a 2 in binary. And how do you write 2 in binary? 1 0. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the half adder. And if you're asked, so this is the truth table, right? And if you're asked to make the logic diagram, how do you do so? Okay, so let me explain over here. Okay, and for that you basically have to figure out like what's going on for the C out. Okay, so for the C out, if you look at the truth table carefully, you guys can notice that the function that we'll get from here is the AND function, right? Because you guys see you have two inputs, and the only time you're getting one is when both of these inputs are equals to 1. So this means it is A and B, right? For the C out, right, the function for C out, it's gonna be A and B. And what about for the sum? For the sum, you guys see we have 1 only when we have 1 in the inputs. Okay, so as long as we have 1, we're gonna have 1. But if both of them becomes 1, so that's a 0. So that's the case for the exclusive OR, right? So A exclusive OR B. Okay, so now that we have the function of both, we can simply create the diagram, right? So we have two inputs, A and B, and the first one, okay, so A and B, they're connected with the AND symbol. Okay, so this is for the C out. Okay, and for the sum, you see they're connected with the exclusive OR symbol. Okay, so you have the input A and wait, so you can draw it like this. Okay, and you have the input B, and they are connected using the exclusive OR gate, and the symbol looks kind of like this. I drew it. Okay, something like this. Okay, so this is how you're gonna make the diagram, the logic gate for the exclusive OR. But in some cases you can be asked to build it without the gate for the exclusive OR, because in my exam I remember we had to draw like only with the AND, not, we were only allowed to draw like AND, OR, and not gate. Yeah, they said only to draw with these gates. Okay, so we were not allowed this. So how are you going to do this? Okay, so for this, you guys have to know that the exclusive OR, A exclusive OR B, this is equal to A naught B or B naught A, right? A exclusive OR, what does it mean? It means like you can have either A, right, or you can have either B, but you cannot have both of them, right? This is what it basically means. So once you have this, it's pretty easy to draw it. Okay, so let me show you guys over here. So for the C out, so I'm only gonna draw the sum. Okay, you already know how to draw the C out. Alright, so to make this diagram, you simply have two inputs, A and B, and A, you can put like a not A, and these two are connected using the AND gate. Okay, so these two connected using the AND gate. And then we have not B, so we're taking the B and we're passing a not gate in front of it. And then we have an A, and combine them using the AND gate. And then these two can be combined using the OR gate. Okay, so this is how you're gonna make the sum for the exclusive OR. But now if you want, you can basically do for the C out as well if you want. Okay, so this is for C out. So this completes our half adder diagram. So let's move on to the half adder now. Okay, for half adder we have two inputs, but here this is how your truth table is gonna look like, and let me explain you guys how to actually fill this truth table, and then using this truth table we need to first do a k-map to figure out the function, because it won't be as straightforward as this one, because this one you only looked at it and then you figure out that it was and exclusive or, but this one you'll actually have to do a k-map and then figure out the function and then put it into the diagram. So it's not that complicated, but I'll show you guys how to do everything, but just watch the next part. It's in the link in the link is in the description below. Okay, so be sure to check that out.